So then, after I got a little bit more experience, I started to get a little confidence, and I ended up having uh, an amateur fight, my first one. I had two amateur fights overall. Was supposed to have a three, but the other guy didn't show up. Um, so I had two amateur fights. It's really interesting going to amateur fights. There's people of all different ages, all different sizes, all different level of experience. When you go there, it's not like, okay, I'm about to fight this person. A lot of times it's like who shows up at what weight class, and then you fight someone, um, close. Um, I always, I was about 153 pounds when I was fighting, and I think every single time I fought someone that was heavier. I think my first fight, the dude was like 160, 165, so quite a bit bigger than me, weight wise, but he was like an ex wrestler, short arms, um, just had that wrestler body type, like no neck, big head, strong, muscular guy, shorter than me, and I was quick, long, and and um, so my body's really, my mind is really really weird. I never really got nervous. I'm really good at compartmentalizing my thoughts and just kind of throwing things to the back of my head if it's not going to help me. So leading up to those fights, um, I got this really sense. It's almost like calming, like just extreme focus. I'm here to do business. I'm not freaking out. I'm not super anxious. I get super quiet. I'm not talking. It's just like straightforward, like almost like a robot. It's weird. So I going into my first fight, I wasn't very nervous. I was really good at just throwing that to the side. Um, what I remember about the fight is, so in the amateurs, you start off 3 rounds, 1 minute for like rookies. Um, and so that's what we did. It was like 3 minute or 3 rounds, 1 minute each round. The professionals start off 3 minute, 3 rounds, and then I think or it might be 4 rounds, 3 minutes, and then you build up to like championship level, where it's 12 rounds, 3 minutes. But for the rookies, it's like me. It was 3 rounds, 1 minute, and it seems like not a long time, but let me tell you, like all the things I mentioned in the beginning, when you are anxious, when you're moving, you're in front of a bunch of people, um, and fighting with adrenaline going through your body. Um, yeah, those 1 minutes, they go by fast, but you're tired still. Um, so in that fight, I think it's on YouTube somewhere, or a portion of it. Um, I wasn't the best. I wasn't the best. Boxer, still learning a crap ton. Um, and landed some shots, landed some combinations. I was a person that wasn't willing to take a punch to land a punch by any means, so I moved a lot. Quicker hands. I threw out the jab a lot. I wasn't a person to put myself in harm's way. So a lot of that is just a lot of jabs and following up with the two over the top once in a while. I think in that fight, one of the two good moments that I remember. One was, I was using my jab a lot, and he was shorter. Like I said, smaller arms, so I was able to keep him at bay for a while. And he, like wrestlers, they like to shoot, right? So what that means is like they try to go for your legs and take you down, which means that they drop their head. So when at one point he kind of got a little desperate, got me against the ropes, my back against the ropes, and that's when. So the whole fight he was trying to like corner me into the ropes and stuff like that, because I moved a lot, and it was hard to hit. And so he got me on the ropes at one point, and like uh, he like dropped his head and tried to get close to me, and I came through with an uppercut. Got him really really clean, and he kind of like, and I hit him with the right uppercut, and then scooted out to the side, which was like a really nice a nice moment. Hit him, he dropped his head, I hit him, and I got out of the way, and he kind of like stumbled into the ropes a little bit. And then another time, he kind of also, once again, got a little anxious and tried to force something. And I hit him with like 3 or 4 punches in a row. While going backwards, he was trying to come at me. And so he kind of dropped his hands and got a little desperate. And I was going back, and I hit him with a 1-2-1-2 real quick, pretty solid. So it went all 3 rounds. I think I won 3-0 in that one. I think more just from my speed and athleticism, my footwork. I was just way faster, way quicker. At the end, I remember, in both my fights, it's really weird. I was 153 pounds, not very muscular guy. Was never seen as a super strong dude, like lifting a bunch of weight. But after the fight, after you get done with a fight with like people, even when you spar, there's like, you understand how much respect you have for the other person, of just being able to get into the ring in front of a bunch of people and get in a fight. And I think at the end of fights, like, there's so much relief that you got through it. You didn't get knocked out. You didn't, get hurt. There's a part of you that's just like, man, I just did that. I got through it. I'm all right. I survived, right? So at the end of the fight, you give a lot of respect to the people that you spar against or you fight against. So like with him, super nice guy. I don't even know his name, but he was a nice guy.